When it comes to Days of Our Lives, every fan has their own opinion, and Soap Pup is no different. For 5 days we sat and watched the good, the bad, and everything in between, and now we offer you a handy review, and a cheeky critique, of the day's week that was. Days of Our Lives, a Critic's Week in Review. We think that some Salemite stuff protests too much. Sierra Brady Weston, Victoria Conifal, yes, we do still claim her as a Salemite, swears up and down that she's terrified of husband Ben, Robert Scott Wilson, and determined to put an end to their marriage once and for all. And yet, she dons a form-fitting red dress, lets herself into his apartment, lounges around until he makes his return, then gets right up in his business, and we mean that she's so in his face that we briefly considered the fact that she just might kiss him. Gwyn Rizchek, Emily O'Brien, swears blind that she's not, and will never be Xander Cook's, Paul Telfer, biggest fan, and yet, she came clean to him about her miscarriage lie, and they came fizz close to kissing. Then Asami Brady Demera, Allison Sweeney. She turns to ex-husband Lucas Horton, Brian DeTillo, time after time, and even sleeps with him on occasion, but she swears blindly that it's hubbyage Demera, Dan Furigal, whom she truly wants. And poor Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gearing. He's never, ever got it right where love is concerned, and now that he's trying to make a go of it with Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, he's consumed with lascivious thoughts about gal pal Nicole Walker Brady, Ariane Zucker, and that devil teddy bear Duke is going to be absolutely no help. He's rude and crude, and dangerous to know. Oh, and perish the thought that we forget Days of Our Lives' own Allie Horton, Lindsay Arnold. She's so not into girls, and yet she can't hang with Chanel Dupree for more than a few minutes without sparks igniting. Further Days musings. Is it too much to hope that all this Horton Town construction/leveling business will result in a return to the actual expanded set? Are we the only ones who remember the time when there were whole other areas, including one that featured a large stone staircase and an archway that presumably led to the nearby park? And speaking of those construction hijinks, it took him a hot minute, but kudos to Abe Carver, James Reynolds, for putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with Paulina Price. Jack Harry is a lying liar who lies. Yes, Philip Kyriakis, J. Kenneth Johnson, it is creepy for you to be jealous of Chloe Lane's, Nadia Bjorlin, 10-year-old son. However, it is also understandable. If we had grown up with parents like Kate Roberts, Lauren Koslow, and Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, we'd probably be starved for affection as well. We are a sucker for big business intrigue, and Days seems to have set the stage for some fantastic corporate shenanigans now that they've installed Ij and Chad Demera, Billy Flynn, as co-CEOs of the family company. Let's hope we'll actually get to see these two in action. Dear commenters, where do you foresee Jake, Brandon Barash, and Gabby Demera, Camilla Bonus, living now that they've fled the manse? Surely he wouldn't subject her to that apartment over his garage, right? In fact, does Jake even still own that garage? Does Ben even still work at the garage? Has the garage gone the way of the expanded Horton Town Square? Days of Our Lives, DOOL, airs weekdays on NBC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Salem, check out all the latest that's been posted on Days Spoilers. Ad block test, why?